Hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone. We just got off of Tiana's Bayou adventure.
For the second time.
And I did write some things on social media of what I thought, but I told Scott that I think it would be better if we could just talk about it instead of you having to read it.
Yeah, and people are questioning that we're not being 100% honest with our review. And for any of you who have followed us for any length of time, you know Michelle and I, we tell you what we like, we tell you what we don't like. And that's the way we've always been. Our integrity means more to us with you guys, and Disney appreciates that from us.
So when we tell you that we liked the attraction, it really comes from here, not because Disney told us to, because they don't do that. And we were of the mindset also about Splash Mountain was a hard one to let go, I guess, for nostalgia purposes.
Yeah, I guess one way you could equate it is Wishes was very hard to let go of.
Yeah.
Happily Ever After is a fantastic show.
Yes.
And it's very hard to compare the two of them. Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, it's a little bit more of a comparison because it is basically the same track that both rides used. But they're different. They're completely different. You're in a log flume and you're in the water, but the attraction and the story, I guess you could say, is completely different.
It is. The premise of the ride is it's after the Princess and the Frog movie, and Tiana is putting together a big Mardi Gras type of party, and she does not have a band to play at her party. And
right.
So that's where all the critters and stuff come in. They're looking for a band for her party, and that's the premise.
Yes, you're going with Lewis on an adventure to find the people who are going to play in the band for the end scene. And if you remember the end scene of Splash Mountain, it was the big riverboat with all the animatronics dancing and having fun. And that's the finale. That room is the finale of this ride as well.
And it reminds me very much of the Blue Bayou out at Disneyland.
Definitely, yes.
The scenery and everything back there is really cool.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I think they did really well. So people were wondering if there was too many screens. I mean, it is different to see screens in there, but it's really well done.
Yeah, the way they use the screens, it's not all this. Everything is on the screens. It's more the backdrop, and the animatronics are in front of the screen.
Right. There's a lot of animatronics.
There is.
The only negative thing I can say, and it's negative for me, is you get like double wet on this ride.
You do, and I think the reason you might get more wet, I think the water level in the ride is higher than it was for Splash Mountain, which would in turn make the splashes bigger.
The splashes are way bigger, like literally coming over into the log. The first time I wasn't totally prepared, but when we went on the second time, they were giving out ponchos. I put on a poncho,
yes.
And with the poncho I could see a little better, and I think that that's very true as far as the water level is so high on this one. I mean, it's like sloshing around,
yeah.
And it's definitely different than Splash Mountain, so you may get a little more wet. I know I did twice. He looked like he just got out of the shower when we got done.
So the first time we rode it, we got wet in different spots the first time. I think because we were in the second row. Yeah, we were in the second row the first time, and the way we got wet, we were pretty much drenched before the final drop. On this one, we really didn't get wet until the final drop.
And it was a doozy.
It was a lot. I felt like I did. Literally, she said, I stepped out of the shower.
His hair was dripping.
Yeah, my hair was dripping, so I went in the bathroom, took some towels, dried off my hair a little bit, trying to make it work to get through the rest of the evening with it. But honestly, I know a lot of people have hesitations because of the nostalgia of Splash Mountain, and trust us, we have the same.
We were the same. I mean, I raised my children going to Disney, and Splash Mountain was such a huge thing for them. They loved, they had never seen Song of the South, but they loved the music. They loved the whole zippity-doo-dah thing. To them, it's just, I guess it's really about memories, and that's how, I don't like change, so I think that's why I was so sad about it. But, you know, we can't change what has done with what they've done, and I really hope that you guys give it a chance, because I was very skeptical, and I find it to be very well done, very nice.
I agree.
It's just great, but it's a darker ride.
It is.
So it's different than what you would be used to on Splash Mountain with the familiarity of the track, but lots more water.
Yeah, a lot more water. Just keep in mind, I know a lot of Disney fans don't like change. But you got to remember, Walt said, well, he said it for Disneyland, but Walt Disney World also is never complete.
It'll always be changing.
It's always going to be changing. It's always going to be evolving. And we have to change. Sadly, we lose stuff, but we get good stuff in return for it.
Yeah, I mean, I will always miss the memories that I've
Yes,
had with Splash
definitely,
Mountain, but I'm so glad that I have them. And now that something new is here, I hope that you give it a chance. I'm glad that I did. I'm glad we did it twice.
Yeah, much better the second time.
Much better the second time. We could see better. So the attraction actually opens to the public on June 28th.
Yes.
Will be a virtual queue in the beginning. So if you are planning to go to Walt Disney World this summer, make sure you plan for the virtual queue.
Yeah.
Maybe bring a towel.
And I don't think the virtual queue is gonna be like Tron or Guardians, where it's like a year of virtual queue. I think it's just gonna be for the few
They
months.
keep saying at first, whatever
yeah,
that
at
means.
first. So we're not thinking it's going to be a long-term virtual queue. I think it's just till they make sure everything's running on a good, consistent basis with it. But give it a try. Don't sit there and put it down and knock it until you've actually tried it.
Right. I'm so glad that we did, and not to keep repeating, but just so you guys know, we liked it. Got really wet. Change is hard, but we accepted it, and give it a go. I definitely give Tiana's Bayou Adventure
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up. I got my other thumb here. It's holding the camera.
So when you ride it, you'll have to let us know how you think too. I hope you enjoy it as much as we did.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for watching all our content. It's been a busy week. We know we put out a lot of stuff, a lot of information, a lot of stuff we're going to be putting out in the next few days of video and such that we've gotten from the cruise, and including today.
We have so much to tell you about.
So much to tell you about. We're going to record our podcast either tomorrow or Wednesday probably to get that out for you guys, and we'll have a full review of the cruise and a full review of today's events and last night's events at Epcot.
Oh yeah, all of it. We have a lot to tell you, so be sure you stay tuned.
Yep, so we'll talk to you guys really soon. Thank you so much for paying attention to us. Listen to what we have to
say. Paying attention to us.
Because, yeah, sometimes...
Please pay attention to us.
Yeah, please pay attention to us. Keep paying attention. That's a good way to say it, actually. That's a really good way to say it.
Why don't we just cut this off now?
Okay, we'll cut it off now. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you guys very soon.
Bye.
Bye.